and welcome to the Celestial Tea Podcast.
I'm Love.
And I'm Tylynn.
And we're two Los Angeles-based astrologers and witches serving up the cosmic tea about your favorite celebrities, musicians, and artists.
As always, if you enjoy our hot takes and breakdowns, please leave us a 5-star review wherever you stream, share with your friends and fam, and follow us on all the socials.
So if you're a pop culture baddie, tune in, get your cup of tea, and get ready to sip from the stars. Hi. We're personally very excited for this episode.
So excited.
So if you're not, it's gonna shatter my heart into 1,000 pieces, please.
Oh, please be excited with us. This is for all the ACOTAR and Astrology people out there.
The fantasy books. First of all, if you're a fantasy reader and you haven't read ACOTAR, I recommend reading it. There's a reason why it was so popular.
There's a hype going on. That's the only reason why I read Court of Thorns and Roses.
And I don't normally, I'm one of those people that's like, oh, everybody's like overhyping it. I don't want to go near it. Like, I want to come to it on my own. But like enough like IRL people, like people I knew were like, no, you should.
But you read it way before, didn't you?
I did, but the hype. No, like I read it like as the hype was happening. Because the hype has been like, it started to like, people were making TikTok videos and things like talking about like how it's like the spicy like slutty book or whatever. It was like a whole trend. And then I was like, I already read like spicy slutty books that were like supernatural.
You're like, what spice?
Yeah. So I was like, let me check it out. Like people are saying it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone and their mom is making videos about this and talking about like, oh, my girlfriend's like reading their like sex book basically. And so I was like, let me see. And then it's not that spicy.
Yeah.
It's really not. Like compared to some other books that are out there that I've read, I was like, this actually is a really good plot.
It's
and like
more about
really
the
good
world building.
Yes.
I feel like with ACOTAR than it is about
I agree. When I was reading it, I was like, usually, although I do appreciate that because I feel like a lot of spicy books, they struggle with like a good plot. Like they just, it's just like things are going on in sex and things are going on in like, here's a sex scene. Like it's just like very like, it feels like fortuitous. It's like superfluous. It's like not fortuitous, superfluous, or it's like, do we need this? Like you're just throwing a sex scene. Like it just didn't, I don't know. For me, it's just like, if I'm not invested in the character, if I'm not sexually interested in them, or like interested in them like because I like see myself in them, or you know like what you normally connect with in books, then like I don't care that you're having sex. Like why do I care to read about your sex?
Yes, I feel like that is really important for people to have that emotional connection, because you're right, why else do we care if we don't emotionally know the characters and feel that emotional connection to the characters.
And I'm an emotional authority in human design, so it's like like
isn't a lot of like there's
most of the population a lot of the population are emotional authorities, so like it's like I have to be emotionally invested in your movie. Like the sex scene could be like the best sex scene in the world, but like if I'm not like anticipating or drawn in or wanting it to happen, then it's not gonna be like hot, quote unquote, for me. And
that's also how I felt about people are gonna hate me for this, Titanic. I'm just not a like,
you're like, number one, do I care about this rich white woman? No.
Like
I get you. You're like, she's like has everything and she's just like like I don't resonate with that.
Let me throw my locket that's worth so much money back into the ocean. This could help my family, but I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I think like the sex scene wasn't as hot as like the drawing scene because there was more vulnerability and anticipation in Titanic, but. Yeah, I get you. There's some movies where I'm like, I don't relate. And I have a Gemini Venus, so for me, like, the turning on is the mental piece. It's all
brain
mental.
Gasms, I like to call it.
Yes, like that's what gets. So that's why I like to read, because it's like you're waiting in anticipation for, which I think the ACOTAR series has that pretty well done, like the anticipation of it. And
I mean, you don't really get like the juicy stuff until all the way at the end of A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second book.
Yeah, and I think that's good, because my gripe with other books is like they just keep giving it to you, so you're like, oh, like it's burnt out, like I'm not, it's just like every chapter there's a sex scene, and it's not part of the plot. That's where it's like so like it has to make sense to me. And then personally, just my Mars and Virgo just gets very like, if the plot doesn't make sense, if the thing is not correct, like it takes me out of it. I'm like, oh, this is just like for no reason. Like I can't, like, you need to fix this. I'm like, I worked at the writing center in college, and I help people like edit their papers, and I have like a minor in professional writing. So like for me, I'm just like, no, you know? So that's why I do like ACOTAR, because the plot is good, the world building is good, the like the fantasy is good,
the banter back and forth between the characters feels raw, so it is
funny. It's more like real life. It's like you're not having sex all the time, but sex is part of real life, and like things are going on, and then like I do but I liked the anticipation in the first book with like Reese and all that stuff, so that was nice. Like sometimes that's hotter than the actual sex, in my opinion, because for me it's mental, so it's like waiting for it.
I'm a very mental person too. I would say I'm more on the demisexual side, so I really do vibe with that, like the emotional and the intellectual connection to something. Like the intellectual is everything for me, like the flirting, the foreplay, the anticipation, instead of just like in there, it's like whatever. Like penises are penises. That's how I feel too. I mean,
like I'm not like one of those people
maybe
that's
like,
so
because
hot.
I have like a lot of background in anatomy as a body worker.
True. We do. Like, that's true. I see it very like scientifically. Like bodies are bodies. And me being non-binary, it's like bodies are bodies. Like I'm attracted to whoever. It doesn't matter what you got going on there.
It's more about the heart connection, the energy, the like karmic piece, and then also the mental, like, can you keep up with me in a conversation? Can you make me laugh?
Like people's actions are what will turn me on more about them than like just their physical appearance. It's like the why they're doing things. Like we're watching movies and I'm like, that was hot, and my partner's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the way he like stood up and like pulled his gun out and said he was gonna go do this thing, like that energy, that's what I'm attracted to, you know. It's like that. It's less about like what he looks like. That's why some of my celebrity crushes are just
Didn't you say that about one of the actors in True Blood? You were like, I'm not really like attracted to him physically, but it's something
character
about
Alexander Skarsgård. Because I don't really go for like blonde white guys. Like I don't vibe, like I'm just not sexually attracted generally to blonde white guys. But then like a lot of my celebrity crushes are white guys. Well, also like it's mostly white guys that do acting, but it's because like the characters that they play, because I'm like, oh, they're like Alexander Skarsgård plays this like ruthless ass vampire, and I'm like, that's what's hot to me. I know I have a type. Look, I get it. I understand my traumas. I understand the yes, I get it all. But like that's why I was attracted to him. Like the other guy, Stephen Moyer's character, Bill Compton, like he was like, I want to court you. I want to take you seriously, and I love you. And I was like, ew, he's like respecting her. That's not hot to me. Like IRL, respect is important, and I don't settle for not being respected. It's very bizarre. But like in fantasy, it's like it's fantasy. Like in this moment where I get to play and have whatever I choose, like I would choose like the ruthless ass, like he could rip me in half vampire by looking at me, who chooses to love me. Like that's a very common trope, right? Where it's like
that's why she picks Rhys-Ann, really, because
and that's why I like him.
We've had this conversation. Like I really feel like Rhys-Ann has this undertone of an evil side, because if you have the power to control people's mind and perception, what is true and what is false, what is an illusion.
And for me, that's what most kink is. It's power play. So it's like, for me, it's like knowing that he has the power to do that, but then chooses not to. For me, in the fantasy,
do
like
we
that's
know that
what's
he chooses
hot.
not to, though?
He says it. He says it a
Do
lot.
we know? What do y'all think, Sorciers?
Tylynn's conspiracy about Reese is like, I feel like he's a good guy because there's a lot of his culture and his like house that he doesn't align with, and he says like, I don't want, like he keeps well, there's gonna be a bunch of spoilers, so hopefully you've read like all. Well, Tylynn hasn't read the last book yet, so
yes, I haven't read the last one only because I said this in a previous episode, but a friend of mine told me that if I went and read the A Court of Silver Flames, that it would spoil something in the Throne of Glass series. And right now I'm on the tandem read.
It's the book that I'm in the tandem read. Yeah, I'm on that
But
book.
I haven't read A Court of Silver Flames yet, so that's why
I think that's the one that it spoils.
That's why my friend was like, just stop and go and read Throne of Glass so you don't have this like thing spoiled, because I am not a fan of spoilers. But oh my gosh, this tandem read.
Wait, but
it's so good.
Because the part that we're at in the Throne of Glass, like, did you get to the part? Or no, I'm thinking of a different book. Never mind. I'm thinking of the Crescent City. Never mind. Sorry. I'm reading all the Sarah J. Maas ones. That one's after. After. That one you should read the rest of ACOTAR before you read Crescent City. Exactly. At least the third book. Yeah. Because there's like a thing in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't got to the spoiler then for the Throne of Glass.
Yeah, piece. But for you, you'll probably already know because you've already read.
Yeah. And I don't mind spoilers. Yeah. Like, I'll still read it. I still want to know.
I am not like that. I'm like, I want to be entrenched in the moment and like be in that raw experience.
I feel like I'm jaded. I'm just like, whatever, fuck it. Life is like that.
What in life do you have spoilers about?
I'm a psychic. Mystery. Everything is not a mystery to me. I can find the answers to anything if I ask. Like my whole life, it's like, I need to know this thing. Spirit, boom, here you go. Thank you. Like...
But how do you know if that's 100% accurate if even you have said that looking into the future, it's like little strands of different possibilities and they might not always occur.
I also have the same belief that like if it changes, like I'm not attached to the outcome.
That's
like,
key piece.
That's
to
important.
Not be attached. Yeah.
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 So I feel like, I don't know. I found the flow of it all. I do a lot of things intuitively without asking. So I do have like it'll work out. Like I have the blind faith piece.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I'm just like, I still am invested enough, even if I get a spoiler. Part of me likes, because I've spoiled things for myself in the Throne of Glass series. Like there's like 2 things that I've been like, oh, I spoiled this for myself. And you're like, don't tell me.
Don't even.
Like I kind of like picking up like intuitively. I was like, my detective cap was like, is this that thing? And then I would like look it up because I just want to be right. I want to know if I'm correct. That matters more than like if it spoils something.
Okay. Well, why does it matter if you're correct or not? Like, it's just be in the moment of the experience of the
It takes me out of the moment. Because then my brain gets stuck on it and I'm like constantly thinking about it and then I want to know. So that it's like the thing with ADHD when you like process it and learning.
Hyperfixating.
Yeah, you get stuck on a piece and you can't move forward until that piece. It's like that's how a lot of kids struggle in school because like they're like, why do we need to do this, teacher? And then the teacher's like, just because I said. And it's like your brain can't learn effectively if you get stuck on that piece.
Yeah.
And you can't move. It'll never stick for you because you didn't get the why answered, whatever that is. So for me, I just try and like give myself that piece because then I'll just like check out and not want to read the book or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. My brain is nonlinear. It's like,
don't apologize.
I'm neurodivergent.
I feel like neurodivergence is a gift. So
I do too. I think I love playing life like a messy Mario Kart like game. It's great.
Also, there's beauty in the mystery.
Oh yeah, I mean my profession is that.
There's beauty in the like not knowing and being along for the ride. But also, as we're talking about this, I'm like, fuck, like I'm an astrologer.
Yeah.
And like I look at future transits to like get the vibe of like like I can't even say how excited I am for Jupiter to move into Cancer.
Me too.
For that 5th house transit for me.
Oh, it's going to be an 8th house for me.
Well, I have Jupiter in my 8th house all the time because that's what I was born with as my ruling planet. So I'm very comfortable and familiar with that energy, the expansion of all of those themes, 8th house themes. Yeah. But
maybe I'll learn a new skill during this, a new psychic thing,
a new like, I don't know, sex thing. Like,
I feel like that's my moon in the 5th house, Aries moon, with like this. Yeah. Now Saturn's gonna be there, and like Venus is there, and like, what is it? Uranus is there right now. So I'm already getting that, I think. A new sex thing.
Yeah.
I suppose. I could learn a new sex thing at any time, though. The internet exists.
True, but that part of your chart is going to be
I'm hoping other people's money. I'm hoping Jupiter brings me blessings from the 8th house.
Inheritances.
Yes. Oh, I hope my mom doesn't die. No, I don't want that.
Oh my god.
Because that's the only way I'm gonna get an inheritance at this point.
Yeah.
Is like from my mom. Not that it would be like a bunch of money. But...
an investor.
Oh god. Sorry, I don't want to put that in the universe.
Why are we laughing? We're horrible. Like an investor.
Yes.
Psychology stuff.
Yes. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like new occult things, new hidden things, or healing.
Yeah.
Healing, subconscious healing. Wow. Okay, so Mike, how do you come back from that?
Okay, so astrology.
ACOTAR and astrology.
So we are gonna do just a little overview of what the sun, moon, rising is, and sort of give y'all an educational piece here.
Yes.
Especially if you're like, what the heck is a sun, moon, rising?
Yes.
So that'll give you context as we go through each of the ACOTAR characters.
Yes.
And
we recommend, like, if you haven't read the A Court of Thorns and Roses, at least, I mean, Tylynn hasn't read till the last book, so you won't get spoiled for the last book, but if you haven't, like, I recommend reading that first and then coming back, unless you're like me and you don't care about spoilers and it's like getting you hyped to read it or something.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try not to spoil the last book, but I don't know. I feel like ACOTAR needing to introduce what that is. I don't know why.
I feel like if people are drawn to this, it's because they already have an interest.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I mean, because we have like listeners that just listen, so it's like if you haven't read it, it'll still be fun. Yeah,
it'll still be fun, and it might actually intrigue you to want to get to know these characters.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you might be like, ooh.
Yeah. But if you haven't, you can also just totally skip this episode. Yeah. We won't be offended.
I'll be offended. Tylynn won't be offended.
Listen to the like Sun, Moon, Rising educational piece.
Yes, it's still educational. Yeah.
Stop from there as we start to go into the ACOTAR characters, because we don't know how long this episode is going to be, because we're certified yappers and we literally have like 3-hour episodes.
Literally, I'm like, I tell people like I have 2 podcasts. I'm insane. Like that's how
I don't know how you do it. Like 2 podcasts.
I'm a 5-line in human design. I just love talking. I'm a Manny Gen.
You're a Mercury Gemini too.
Talk, and conjunct my Venus.
The love of sharing information.
Yes, I love it. I love expanding people's brains. Okay, so Sun, Moon, Rising. First, we're gonna start with the risings for each character. So your rising sign is not a planet. It's a calculation. It's like a midpoint.
It's a sign that was rising on the eastern horizon at the exact second of your birth, which is why astrologers need that exact time of your birth, because your rising sign essentially sets up the entire house system.
Mm-hmm. Wherever your rising sign is always your first house. That's what starts the chart. Like your first house starts with your rising sign.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it can indicate the body your soul chose.
Mm-hmm. Like your physical attributes. I am definitely like Pisces rising encoded. If you look up descriptions for Pisces rising. Big eyes. Yeah. I literally look like a mermaid out of water. Like that's the Pisces rising vibe. So it can indicate, the physicality of your body. And some astrologers will utilize language like it's the mask that your soul chose to wear, but I personally don't resonate with that, because why would your soul choose a mask when it is your physical body and it essentially represents the essence of your soul? And
I also feel like it is the starting point of our journey. It's where our journey begins, where we are initiated into this earthly realm.
Yeah. I like to describe it as like the rose tinted glasses that you see the world through. Yeah, it's like your perspective of like how you think the world works. Like I'm a Sagittarius rising. I also have Jupiter in my first house, so I have like big round face from that, and I have big thighs. And I wish I knew that as a teenager growing up, being sad in the 2000s when everyone was skinny, being like, why do I have such thick thighs? I'm so ugly. But it's like, girl, because you were blessed by Sagittarius. But Sagittarius people, like, they're ruled by Jupiter naturally. That's their planetary ruler. And Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion and prosperity. So often Sagittarius rising people, like, just go through life. Things just work out. They have blind luck, divine timing, faith in things. Like, they don't take it too seriously. They're, like, really philosophical, or they like to find humor and fun and new experiences and things. So, like, I see the world as, like, this place of, like, infinite possibilities, and, like, things will just figure themselves out and, like, stuff like that. Like, that's how I think the world works. Like, that's my, like, mapping of, like, I see it this way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's essentially the rising sign, how we are moving through the world, and how people that are close to us perceive us as well. Because the initial reaction that people get is your MC. That's what people will naturally perceive you as your perception of your reputation, your status.
Your MC or your midhaven.
Yeah, but people, if they get to know you and they get closer to you, then it's your rising sign that they're seeing.
Yeah. Your rising sign is, they say, like, how you kind of see yourself more on the inside, you know? Like, I'm a Cancer sun, but, like, growing up, I was like, I don't resonate with, like, Cancer, like, horoscope stuff at all. And, like, actually traditionally, and back in the day, like, your horoscope would be, when they said what's your star sign, it was your rising sign. Like,
the ancients.
If you want, like, a more accurate horoscope, read the one for your rising sign. It's gonna make way more sense. And the reason why is because it defines your first house. So the horoscopes are based on the planetary transits. So by doing it from where your first house, where your body, where your self is going to be most affected, versus, like, your sun might be in whatever house. It could be in any given house. So then when you're reading it, you're like, what? That's not what I'm going through right now. And that's why the rising sign is more accurate.
Well, that's why it's more personal, because even if you think about the calculation aspect, the sun stays in one sign for, like, what, roughly 20-30 days, something like that, and the rising sign can change every hour. Like, it's a very fast thing. So especially Pisces risings, like, that's the shortest window of, it's Pisces and Aquarius, they're the shortest window of time. So it says a lot about you.
Speeds up at the end.
It says a lot about you, because, again, just if you think about that, and same with the moon, right? Like, the moon is always shifting fast too. Every 2 to 3 days she's shifting. So that also says a lot about your emotional nature. We'll get more into the moon later, but the rising sign is absolutely crucial to know where your journey begins.
And even, like, sometimes how we express, how we dress, like, all these things are tied into that. So and
it will indicate your ruling planet too, which is really important.
Your chart ruler, like the planet that has, like, dictated your whole kind of, like, a human experience here.
And that's really important for the soul to build that archetypal connection, because that is your guiding force, knowing your ruling planet.
And they say, like, if you work with your chart ruler or your ruling planet, like, your life will really blossom, because it's sort of like this god, this planet has decided to work with you as a human very close, like, as if they're, like, your teacher or your mentor. And so, like, the more you learn about them and understand them and what they're about, and, like, work with them and develop your own practice that's unique to you and them, the more you'll be able to, like, expand and understand who you are and learn who you are and all these different things. It's really cool. Like, when I started working with Jupiter, things have been popping off. It's great.
Yeah. I love that we're both Jupiterian.
Yeah. And my partner too, because he's a Cancer rising, but his moon is Sag, so his ruling planet is Jupiter. So like we're both like Cancer Jupiter people.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the rising sign. And I think it's fun to, if you want to like check more and learn, I always love looking at people, how they dress and how they look through their astrology. Like I always look at celebrities, like you can really see like the rising sign in certain celebrities and things. So that can be like a fun learning moment. Although we don't know the birth time of a lot of celebrities, so it's hard to know.
Well, with the aesthetics, that can also be
Venus
Venusian vibes.
It can Venus, too. Moon. Sometimes Mars can affect it. Yeah. Like it really depends on the placements and stuff.
Yeah, if you can combine your rising sign with your Venus placement for your aesthetics, that's where like real magic happens.
I actually really like that, because that was a trend on TikTok where people are like, dress for your Venus sign and you'll be the most magnetic, and then people are like, no, dress for your rising sign and you'll like be yourself.
Yeah.
I like that you're like, fuck it, like do both.
Yeah,
like combine
them. I feel like I do that a lot, where I have some of like the softness of the Pisces and the mystical energy of the Pisces.
Pisces also likes like bold patterns, and you wear that a lot.
Yeah, but then I have like, today I'm like wearing like black skinny jeans and my snake Doc Martens, and it's like that's so Aries Venus.
Yes. Yeah. I think it also depends too, because like my Venus is immutable, like Gemini Venus, so it's like a chameleon, like a true chameleon energy. So like I'm sort of like the kid in the candy store, like, what do I want to sample today? What artistic expression? Like, ooh, I'm in a phase where I like this, or especially with ADHD, like I'm hyper fixated, I want this. Like that's why I keep like, my hair was like orange and then like pink and then green, and you know, like I go through like phases of like trying out stuff and like chameleoning into things. But yeah, my rising is Sagittarius, and they also they like patterns, but like bold patterns. Like I love checkers. When I was a kid, I really liked stripes and like royal colors, like black with like red or like purple or blue or like green, emerald green and stuff like that. Like I like a lot of those colors. But I think my Aries moon really, because it's in my 5th house, so it's like creativity and expression. So then I'll like wear like bold like statement pieces and things. Yeah.
I feel like the bold can also be Gemini though, because Gemini likes to
push the boundaries.
Yes, and be in that exploratory frequency.
That's true. Yeah. And I also like stuff that sometimes like has words, very Gemini Venus. Like I have a shirt that says like, eat your girl out or I will.
I love
like
that.
It's like a bold statement.
Yeah.
Like I have earrings that say like my pronouns on them. Like it's like, that's very Gemini Venus, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. This is a really good idea for sorciers. Let us know your rising sign
and your
Venus sign, and what you feel like your aesthetic vibe is.
Your fantasy aesthetic. If you're like, look, I want to dress like this, but I don't have any money. That we're not playing. We're fantasy. What's your ultimate dream? What your heart desires within?
Oh my gosh, yes. Like I also have like fantasy clothing items that I like dream about. Like I was telling you about my like Neptunian style dress that I really want made for me. It's like mesh and blue and purple, and like you're like in this like beautiful shimmering water vibe. Like I dream about that dress, but I don't own it. That's okay. Like
like there's this company that makes metal lingerie.
What?
I want to buy. Like it's like a heart like bikini top that's like metal that has been formed into like a boob shape for the heart, like to cover, and then like chain and stuff. Like that's like ooh, like I wish I could. Yes. That's why I'm like, I don't know, my Aries moon I feel like is a bit intense sometimes. Like the warrior is like cute and flirty and sexy, but like armor.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff is cool to me. But like again, I feel like I change so often. Because I've seen people talk about like Gemini Venus and what they dress and look like, and it's like airy, like linen with like different colors, but it's usually like on the lighter side, and I'm like, none of my clothes look like that. Like there's this like really well-known male astrologer that's Gemini Venus, and like I don't wear anything that person does.
Yeah, I feel like that's because Gemini is a mutable air sign that is all over the place.
Yeah, that's why I feel like mine like gets influenced by other things.
Yeah, and it's like polarity and duality. It's like another part of that is blending things that people wouldn't necessarily think match or mix. And
yes, I do that a lot.
Make it work.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah, because sometimes I do dress like, what am I feeling today? Like sometimes I'm like, I want to wear an oversized shirt because I'm feeling a little vulnerable or like feeling a little weird about my body. So I'm just going to go with that. So I am dressing for like feelings a lot of the time.
Yeah. I think that's also your Cancer sun though.
And I was just going to say like, that's why I think like the Mars and the sun and the moon can also influence people. Because I feel like my Cancer sun does like to be cozy and comfy. Yeah. Like Cancers, if you're a Cancer rising, like my partner's Cancer rising, like he has like an aesthetic of what he has like a pompadour haircut that he gets cut like every month or whatever, but then like does he do his pompadour maybe a handful of times in the year? He just wears like a hat because it's like his Cancer is like, I don't want to do all this work. I want to be comfortable and cozy. Like I'm gonna wear a sweater and like gym shorts. I'm not gonna like do all the things. So it's like, I feel like it's like form and function. Sometimes like it's like a push and pull for different people.
Yeah, Josh is a Taurus rising, which is a sign ruled by Venus.
Also so comfort.
Yeah, but also the Venusian piece, he does really care about. Like he's like always trimming up his beard and going to get haircuts.
Yeah, they like to make it look nice and stuff. Because Frankie is a Taurus Venus. So that's why he gets his hair cut and he keeps up on it. And like he has like when he's showing up, like people are like, damn, okay, and he puts thought into it. He's not like, oh, just whatever. Like he thinks about his outfits, even if it's just like t-shirt and jeans. He's like thinking about, does it match and stuff like that. Because I definitely feel like my Mars comes in for sure, because my Virgos, they tend to dress like it's about the details. They're not like big and bold so much, but it's like it's put together. Like my Virgo Mars, like I hate having a stain on my shirt. Like I don't like when people walk around with like stained clothing, or like it's like frumpy looking. Like I feel like it needs to be like put together. Like today, like I pinned these parts of my hair back because they were different shapes, and it like I don't like asymmetry. I feel like that's my Mars and Virgo. It's like I want things to be put together and nice. To be
in that flow state.
Yeah, like if my eyeliner looks longer on one side than the other, I'm like, no. And I need to like fix it.
I have no Virgo, so I couldn't give a shit if it matches. Like, this is why I need Virgoan placements in my life, to be like, hey, like, the detail matters a little bit.
The detail does. The detail is very important. And like I'll do like crazy detailed stuff, but like you'll never see it unless you're like this close to my face, but it's like that's important for me. That's very, and I think even I have my eyebrows tattooed. Like that's very Virgo Mars, because it's like I want to look put together and nice, but I want it to be efficient. Like I want it to be low maintenance. Yeah. So I'll like do the more expensive thing, which Virgo likes nicer things, higher quality things, but I don't want to be spending all the time. I can't be bothered. So I wake up every day, boom, eyebrows are done. Like no more having to draw my eyebrows on, because I have 0 eyebrows on the edges. Like my natural eyebrows are like this.
Oh my god.
And it's not this thick, it's very sparse. So
I've never done anything to my eyebrows.
But you have good eyebrows. Like you can see them. They're dark. They're full. You're good to go. Like I just have like European Jewish genetics. Yikes. So yeah, we can also see. I learned too. Water placements tend to have freckles or like moles.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of those. Y'all saw my pieces. Vampire bites on the last episode.
Yeah, like I have like a bunch of freckles and things naturally. So yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, so we did rising sign, sun sign.
Okay, so the sun is your egoic expression. It can speak a lot to the soul purpose in this lifetime and aspects of your identity. Like, what do you care about in this lifetime as a part of your purpose? Which is why I feel like some people don't always resonate with their sun sign, because it's not as personal as the rising sign and the moon placement, because it is more about that outward expression of how are you shining your light, how are you taking up space. And for some people, again, they might not resonate with what their sun placement is if they feel really far away from their purpose, or if they built a completely different identity for themselves,
or it was forced upon them or something like that. I've also read that like people say your sun sign is sort of how people will perceive you, and and then like your rising is how you feel more on the inside, you know. So like a lot of the time, like people do see me as like a safe nurturing space, like a caretaker, and that's very Cancerian. But then in my head I'm like, what? Like I have like this fiery Aries moon and Sag rising, and I'm like, are you sure? Like,
well, that's why I personally feel like the rising sign is how only people that are close to you perceive you. Yeah. And it might be like their initial like reaction around you if they're intuitive. But yeah, I mean, same thing. Like they're actually genuinely surprised when I tell them I'm an Aries sun.
Yeah, you don't seem like an Aries, like at all.
And I think that might be related to, in ancient astrology, there's a principle of if your sun is below the horizon, then you are considered to be a night chart. So the moon is more active. Yeah. And I do feel like people feel that more from me.
When you're saying below the horizon, do you mean the time of day that you're born, or like in the... okay.
So what time you were born will indicate where the sun is.
Okay, because I was born at 7 p.m., like 7:30.
So your sun is above the horizon. So you're a day chart.
Okay.
So the sun is more potent than the moon, actually. So
even though it was at 7 p.m.?
So that's why people feel more of that nurture. They feel that Cancerian energy from you.
Okay. So and what time were you born then? Like in the 4 a.m. or something?
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
that makes sense.
Yeah, my moon is all the way up in the 10th house. So people feel that more from me than my Aries sun. And so they're surprised. They're like, what? You're an Aries sun? You totally aren't giving Aries energy. And I'm like, well, I do have a bossy streak. And I do have
and you like to be active.
I do have, I'm
to have fun.
A trailblazer. Yeah. Like I'm literally doing things on the earth that no one else is doing.
Yeah. And in your family. And Like
I have very strong leadership skills, like with the bossy thing.
Yeah.
So I do have Aries energy in my purpose.
And then that's why when people talk about the sun sign, it's like it's the more chill of like if you have like this like Aries can be intense. Like I probably come off as more Aries because it's my moon. It's like more intense. Versus I feel like a lot of people's sun sign, it's like the more chill version of that sign.
The sun exalts in the sign of Aries.
Well,
so it's like an inherent sense of, especially for me having a second house sun, of worthiness, of like I deserve to be here. I belong here.
Yeah, because like I'm a Cancer sun, but people who are Cancer moons feel more like intensely Cancerian.
Oh my gosh.
It's more emotion, more stuff that's like involved in it, so it's more intense. Yeah,
because the moon's domicile there, so it's like all of the emotions come up to the surface for Cancer moons to feel.
Yeah, so we can sometimes like miss the sun sign and not really see that for people.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. People don't naturally sometimes resonate with their sun placement. Yeah, especially if they're not in a space of living their purpose. Yeah. Like, if you were to tell someone who is an Aries sun, like, you're here to be a trailblazer and a leader, but they're like working at a corporate job, clocking in, clocking out, have no connection to their leadership, they'd be like, what have you been saying?
Yeah, like they're like, I'm good. Yeah. I get that. Yeah, so that's the sun, and then the moon is like our internal world, our emotions, like our depth. That's, I feel like when you say the internal world and the emotions, it's like pretty
it's our unconscious, really. And the moon piece is interesting because there's another layer to it. Understanding the moon phase you were born under is a really crucial aspect, and you can figure that out within its proximity to the sun. So, for example, if your moon is ahead of your sun by like 45 degrees, in that ahead of your sun, it's a new moon. If it's behind the sun 45 degrees, balsamic moon. And then the calculations just go on and on and on from there.
You can also just Google it.
You could do that too. What was
the moon phase on June 21st, 1995? Like, then you can know. Because that's a lot of math, and I feel like people,
I know,
when
I'm
you
like,
say numbers, they're
brain.
They're number degrees.
It's a lot to calculate, but it's so supportive to know a deeper insight into how you can utilize the frequency of your sun in terms of your identity and like the way that purpose is meant to be expressed in the world.
Okay, let's see.
Do you know your moon phase?
I know it wasn't like full or new. I think it was an in-between.
Okay, so I was born under a disseminating moon, which is the phase right after a full moon. And that's the time where the moon is like shedding the light of the full moon. So this is a sole purpose around distributing information, sharing the wisdom, sharing the light.
It says waning crescent.
Okay, so that is the crisis in consciousness, I believe, that one, which is like you're breaking down structures. Like that's
absolutely I do. Hi, I'm non-binary. Can I?
Tearing down structures.
That tracks.
And
that's what I do for people. I'm like, your conditioning that makes you feel shitty? No.
Yeah. So look at that. That's really important. And I also say the moon is what we need for nurturance and also how we give nurturance. So it's like the inner child, but also the inner mother at the same time. So it's like our inner parent.
And it can also represent your relationship with your mother too.
Yeah, it can. Yeah. Some astrologers have a whole thing with like the sun representing the father, the moon representing the mother, or Saturn representing the father archetype. Depends on what astrologer you go to, but I don't super dive into how that relates to like the parent relationship, just because there's so many nuances to that, depending on what
that's true.
How are the other planets interacting with this? Like, a moon in the 10th, like my moon's in the 10th house and it's square Mercury, right? To give you an example, but that would be a very different frequency if it's square Saturn. Like, so we don't want to get too like astrology heavy with this episode because we want like everyone and anyone to join, like even people that aren't really into astrology. But yeah, that's a whole other thing to dive into. We're gonna keep it just in the like teaching
like
phase.
45 minutes in.
I know.
We're finally doing it. Okay. So we have these characters in order.
Yeah.
We each like challenge each other, like come up with what you think this character's sun, moon, and rise. So we pick the same exact characters, the main characters, main supporting characters in the series. And we're gonna go through them in order and just kind of like, this is what I put like live. Like, what did you? What we're defending it. We're gonna like debate basically. Yeah. Why did I pick this? What do I think about this? Blah blah blah. Okay. Yes. So the main character in the series, Feyre.
Like, do it at 1, 2,
like,
3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, you want to start with the rising first?
Yeah, let's do rising first.
Okay, so I struggled a lot with her rising sign. I did not struggle at all. I ended up putting her as a Libra rising. I know it's going to be controversial.
Hell no. Wait, okay, you have to give your reasoning for this.
She wants to make the world more beautiful. She, like, paints and she synthesizes, like, things. She also tries to keep harmony, like, in her home. It's just, like, chaotic when we first meet her. And she's like, okay, like, what needs to be done? Because I do feel like a lot of Libra people, they'll take on everyone else's stuff and they'll just, like, solve it. And they'll, like, be like, whatever, I'll suffer on behalf of this person or on behalf of that person. And she totally does that, like, in her home. Like, her sisters, she's like, they're not going to take care of any of this. And, like, but it needs to get done. So I guess, like, I'll end up doing it. Like, I feel like she was, like, pushed to, like, be, like, that balance. And, like, even as the story goes on, like, she's trying to maintain her sister and like, their reactions to the fairy world and, like, you know, like, all these things. Like, I think she's trying to be this, like, linchpin. And even, like, in the universe, she's considered, like, the linchpin in the universe of ACOTAR, I feel. Like, this balanced structure. Like, I don't think she's very, like, aesthetics and stuff, but, like, she does art and beauty and, like, she paints, like, to get the pain away. I don't know, like, I like I said, I struggled with this because I originally had her as, like, a Gemini rising because also beauty, but then I was like, she's not that, like, chaotic. Like, she's not. So I was like, she still has, like, this groundedness. And I also felt like she had to have cardinal energy because she was like, I'm going to do this thing. I'll be the one to fix it. Like, I'm going to go on the limb. I'm going to hunt. Like, I'm going to venture into the fairy realms. Like, she just, like, has cardinal energy, I feel. Like, and I feel like a lot of time cardinal people don't realize. They're just like, what do you mean? You just do that, you know? Where, like, mutable people are like, no, we're not going to just do that. So, I don't know. I feel like she because she even tries to make everyone win, right? Like, when Nesta's pissed at her, she's like, no, like, Nesta, like, please don't take it this way. Like, you know, and then, like, everyone's like, Elaine is a lost cause. And she's like, no, she'll come around. Like, it'll be, you know, like, she still tries to kind of, like, nurture people, which I feel like Libra is nurturing, but not like Cancer nurturing, like, holding your hand, you know? And she's still, like, magnetic and charismatic too. Like, people, everyone's like, why are you special? You know, like, why are you here? I don't know.
I feel like you're touching on definitely key attributes, but I see it in a very different way. Okay. So cool. I have her as a Pisces rising because, yes, she does have that quality of the desire to bring more beauty into the world, and it does feel very Piscean the way that she does that, like, as a painter and as someone who has these dreams. And I do feel like she has the quality of sort of what you were saying around, like, navigating between the worlds. And we see that with Pisces energy with the two fish swimming. So she has, like, at one point, like, one connection in the human worlds and then in the Fae world. Yes. But then she was so drawn to the magic in the Fae world. She couldn't be anywhere else, which to me feels very Pisces rising and seeing beyond the illusion. And also just to me, I'm like, only a Pisces rising would go under the mountain out of, like, pure fucking delusion. Like, only a Pisces rising would do that.
I don't know. Like,
and I just feel like she's not super balanced. Like, even the way that she handled that shit with Tamlin, a Libra rising would not do that. A Libra rising would be like, let me, like, leave a note. Let me, like...
But Libra risings can sacrifice to keep the peace. Like, they're not always balanced. Like, sometimes they're like, I'll fucking suffer so, like, this person doesn't have to feel uncomfortable. Like, I'll take on everyone's responsibilities so, like, that person doesn't have to, like, face their shadow. Like, I don't know. Because I think with the Pisces, they feel a lot. And I feel like she's not like that emotional. And like she didn't see through the delusion or the illusion of Tamlin. Like she was fully in it and literally going to marry him and still was like, this is what's best for the world. Like I feel like that's very Libra. Like she was like, I guess I'll just marry this man because it's better for everyone.
I feel like that's also Pisces trait though. Yeah. Of like being lost in the sauce kind of vibes.
Yes. I feel like we're both like saying the same thing. But different.
I just feel like only a Pisces rising would go under the mountain and do that shit. Yeah. And be that fucking delusional.
I think her other placements for me that I have her as kind of lend to that.
Okay. And I just feel like the Pisces rising, it just really shows how she moves through the world. I feel like she does have this like magical lens over her, because even in those times that were rough, like she just felt like, again, like I have to do this for my family.
But I also think
that's also the Pisces like sacrifice.
Yeah, that Libras does too. Yeah. I also think when they describe her physically, they say she's like plain but pretty. And I feel like Pisces never look plain but pretty. They look like otherworldly but pretty. And Libras can be like plain but pretty. I don't know. I'm really good at arguing. We don't have to agree. Like, it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Because I feel like they, like, some of the characters are like, she's just a regular woman. Like, she's nothing special. Like, why is everyone going crazy over her? And then, like, the more time they spend with her, they're like, oh, she's really pretty. Like, she has some, like, you know, something about her.
That's what I feel like Pisces placements can do, though. Like, it's very enchanting. It sort of draws you in.
But at first, people don't notice it, and then they get
because Pisces can be subtle.
They can. That's true. They can be. But I feel like when I see Pisces people, I'm like, you're like a water nymph or like an alien looking something or other. Like I feel like it's like you don't look regular. Like, but
hello.
Yeah. But like Libra placements, I think of it as like, I know you haven't seen Gilmore Girls, but like Rory Gilmore, she's like super Libra and like she's plain as fuck, but everyone's like, she's so pretty. Like there's something about her. Like all these men like are at her feet, and it's like, I don't get it. She just looks like a regular white woman. Like, what is the deal? Like, what is the hype about? So I feel like she's kind of like that how they describe her.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because when she starts to like go to the night court, and the way they describe her in those outfits in the night court, to me, the way that I was picturing it in my mind felt very Piscean, very, especially the dress with starlight.
That's true.
It just felt very like
otherworldly.
Yes, otherworldly.
Yeah, I could see both.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you have for her sun?
Okay, so her sun, she is definitely a Sag sun.
I have her as an Aries sun.
So fire. She has
fire for sure. Fire for sure.
Yeah, she has fire in her identity.
Because I feel like her purpose is to be the first. Like she's like one of the first to be human and convert to fairy. Like she, even though she's not the oldest, she has to like do the thing, like take on the mantle. That's why I felt like she had like cardinal energy as well. Because like she just like trailblazed. She was like, I can't help it. I'm drawn here. I need to just, I don't, caution to the wind. I need to do it.
That's so interesting, because I felt she is very mutable. Like she kind of like going with where her heart is leading her and how she's feeling about things. Like it felt
her moon I have is mutable, and that's why I think I picked the Libra, because it's like cardinal but still like mutable. It's still air.
But I can see what you're saying around being the first to go from human to fae. I just feel like that wasn't really her thought process. Again, it feels very Pisces rising to me. It's like she just floated into it.
And well, like the sun is like the purpose. It's not what she felt internally, but it's just like where she ended up being.
Yeah. Which is why I feel like the Sag Sun, to me, feels really accurate for her energy, because she's here in her sole purpose to like live her life as this grand adventure, which is so Sag medicine.
Yeah. But I also feel like when she was talking to Reese about like how they're going to rule together and how she was like, I'm going to be the queen, right? Like that to me is like Aries energy. Like I'm going to have a seat at the table, right? Like I'm going to be a leader here too. Like wouldn't I not be? You know, like why don't people do that? Like she was just like, that doesn't make sense. Like I'm going to do that. And they were like, everyone was like, no, it's never been done. That's not the way. And she was like, do I care? Like, like I'm gonna do this.
I guess too, with like the way she didn't know how to read too, and that was, she was being initiated into that as like a first kind of thing. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she has definitely fire
definitely
sun.
A fire sun.
Definitely. Yeah. I feel like she's just not so like intellectual as a Sag Sun as I would expect one to be.
I think I put her as that because of her sense of humor. She's just so.
That's why I originally went to the Gemini.
And also with her connection to the bow and arrow, to me felt very Sag vibes.
I have her as a Sag moon. Like
I have her as a Sag moon too.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's why I feel what you're saying with the cardinal is related to the new moon phase. Because I think she's born under a new moon, that Sag moon and Sag sun. Because to me, it does feel like this is a lifetime where she's starting a new cycle. And she's being initiated into
it's something. Like becoming an immortal. Like she became, that's her lifetime.
Which is the
she's
last
just gonna,
fire sign, which is Sagittarius. And, you know, Sag is a mutable fire sign, which... we can think about as like the flame, the oracle that lives within all of us, that connection to greater spirit.
Yes. And I feel like Sag moons, they can take on these things, but like kind of, it seems like gracefully, like with no, like it's fine, I'll just do it. Like I'll go here, I'll go. That's why when you're saying like going under the mountain, like that's her adventure heart. Like her moon is like, I'll do it. I want to see, I want to explore, I want to expand into it. So I definitely feel like she's a Sag moon because, she has this, like, I feel like Sag moons are, like, pretty even keel. Like, it takes a lot to get them to pop off. And, like, they have the humor piece. And, like, she's like, well, like, I'm going through all this shitty stuff. But, like, whatever, you know? Like, I think I'm glad we both agreed on the Sag moon.
I feel like she also has, like, a lucky quality about her. Like, the way she almost died in the summer court.
Yeah, I think the Sag protected her for sure. Yeah, and that's why I kind of put her as Libra rising, because I feel like Libras can be, like, lucky as well. Like, things, because the magnetic and the charisma, like, people want to do nice things for them or, like, help them out or whatever. And I feel like she got a lot of that. So I do think Sag moon for sure, because, like, her house is so, like, volatile and, like, all these big personalities when she's with the fairies and she's able to, like, just hold her own and, like, I do feel like the initiation piece, like I'm jumping into the middle of this thing and I don't really know what's going on and I can just kind of like take it all in. Like that's very Sag moon, I feel.
Another thing I feel like with why I had her as a Pisces rising, Pisces energy on the lower octave, it can relate to like staying in a victimhood consciousness. And when we first meet her, it's like she is sort of forced into the situation with Tamlin staying there. And in a way that was sort of like a victimhood vibe because she didn't have like her own fortitude to leave that until eventually he was like, I want you to leave.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of her story is breaking out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, because Libras do take on, but they don't see it as like a victim. They see it as like a martyr. Yeah. I don't know. I could see both of ours.
Sorciers.
Which one do you like?
Let us know what you think, or if you think something completely different.
You're like, you guys are dumb. She's a Scorpio. I don't think she's a Scorpio at all. Like, no. Because I had her like as Gemini for the lighthearted and then I was like, that's too chaotic to have like the Gemini and the Sag, and like so I do think we're in the right vein of like she's either Libra or Pisces, and she's definitely Sag moon, and she's like
definitely a Sag,
definitely fire sign.
And I think that's why I I really vibed with this series is because the main character has qualities that are very similar to me.
You're an Aries sun, Sag moon. Like,
and like literally Pisces rising.
You put her as like your 2 out of your 3 big 3.
Yeah.
And I did too. Like I was like, she resonated. Like I could see her in you for sure.
Yeah. So let us know what you think. Are we ready to move to
Yes.
Rhysand now?
Yes.
This is gonna be
Rhysand, her lover. I will say I read this book a minute ago, like this whole series, and so I was like trying to remember like details of Rhysand that weren't, because he was like, I'm into him. So like I'm remembering like the details of like what I like about him, and I was trying to like look at it as like an astrologer, like what is he though? Not what you want him to be, but like what is he? Yeah. So I struggled a little. He was the last character that I was like, this is my choice. So I'm still like, there's something. So I'm hoping.
I knew right away. I was like, I know.
I knew his sun sign right away. I knew 2 of his 3 right away, but the last one, his moon, I was like struggling with.
Oh, I know his moon.
Okay, so what's his rising? Without
a fucking doubt, this man is a Gemini rising.
Yes, I put Gemini rising.
Yes. A Gemini rising.
He's hot. He's flirty.
And he has the mind control shit. He's
mental.
By Mercury.
Yes, I 100%.
And he's such
he's messy.
The banter.
He's like constantly promising shit and like saying he's like, I'm gonna like have sex with you later. I was like, that's so Gemini rising. That's so Gemini rising.
And the way he like makes her like Rhysand is the best lover.
Yes, like, that is Gemini rising as fuck. Like,
and he is so just like chaotic all over the place.
And I also think he has that like other Gemini piece of like openness to ideas and different ways of doing things.
Like Feyre is the first ever high lady.
Yes. I think that's very Gemini rising of him. Yeah. Like he's like not super conformist. Like he even doesn't believe with what his court and his family kind of believes. I feel like he also is able to ride that line, like give them what they need in the moment. Very Gemini, like politician-y kind of vibe.
He gives trickster vibes, which is why I do not trust this man.
I love him.
I do not trust him.
Gemini Venus. Gemini rising. Hello, hi.
I mean, he makes for like a fun character to read, but
yes, he's very entertaining.
I feel like he has a villain side.
Oh yeah,
that
I said I like the bad boys. Like, of course,
the Bat Boys.
The bad boys. I said.
I'm making
no, he is a bat. Yes.
Boys. Their wings are sensitive, y'all. Like
that threw me for a loop. That was the thing my mind had to get over. I was like, would I have sex with someone who had like wings coming out of their back? And then
the wings just wrap around you as you orgasm.
Yeah. Like, and then when I learned it was like sensitive, kind of like a sex organ, I was like, ooh, like my Gemini Venus is like, I would be the one that would just like walk by and like touch it just cause. Just to like flirt, just to be like, I'm there, bitch. So that's very Gemini.
I could not handle that. I'm already so sensitive as a Pisces rising. Imagine that. I have like fucking huge wings just extending like.
I have brat energy, so I like to like push the boundaries. I'm like, let me see how far I can get by just like, oops, sorry. Just accidentally my hand slipped.
That's the Sag energy in Feyre though, because she does that. She pokes at him.
Yes. And I have a Sag rising. So.
And she has like this like yearning to know the truth, which is why she trapped the Suriel.
Yes.
To know the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So he's Gemini rising. We're both in agreement.
For sure.
Okay, his
Without
sun.
Without a doubt. Scorpio sun.
Yes, I have Scorpio sun. I have Scorpio sun. He's part of like the shadow kingdom. Like Scorpio. He's like tattoos all over him. Scorpio.
But he's not a Scorpio rising. Like
no. That's what I was saying.
Scorpio moon, he's not.
No, I don't think he's a Scorpio moon because that's what I was saying. Like the sun is like the least intense of the placements, so I feel like he is Scorpio, but it's not like his predominant like energy.
Yeah, it's just a part of his identity and sole purpose to be this like
shadow
king of the darkness.
King. Yes. And he has to have that fixed energy. Like, we have to see it through. We have to stand by what we're doing. We're still, like, royal, in that sense. We're still playing, you know, tricks and mind games. We're still looking for the truth and the illusions.
And the way this man is just so grounded in his sexuality too.
Yes.
Scorpio rules his sex organs.
Yes.
Like, he's like, I want to taste every part of you.
That's
just
very,
like,
that's
so,
also Gemini too. Very Gemini too, I feel.
Like Scorpio.
But very Scorpio.
Sun.
And how he was kind of like, I don't kneel for anyone. Like, I'll only kneel for, like, that's very Scorpio, I feel. Mm-hmm. Like, they're like, I choose when I'm vulnerable.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because he did have a big, like, mask up. Mm-hmm. And he didn't let Feyre know really who his true self was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he also is very psychic, and we see that towards the end of A Court of Mist and Fury with the dreams that he reveals.
Mm-hmm. Very Scorpio to see things in the dreams.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I struggled with his moon placement. I think it's just going to be so left field what I say. A Leo moon. Just think it's wrong, but like...
No. But you're right in that he's a fixed moon.
Okay. So you think he's an Aquarius moon?
No.
Okay, what do you think he has?
This man has a Taurus moon. He is... Yes, he has an exalted moon. That's why he walks around like he's the fucking shit. Like,
and the Taurus Scorpio,
yes,
like the sister sign.
Yep.
I could maybe, because okay, look here, let me explain the Leo thing. Like, I was like, he's not like super emotional. He's not like a water moon.
Yeah.
I was like, he's
very
not
grounded. That's why I made him a Taurus
yes,
moon.
And I was like, he's not an air moon. He's not like aloof and avoiding his feelings. And I didn't think he was like popping off, which is why I didn't really want to give him like a fire moon. But I felt like Leos really love when everyone wins, and he really wants, like, he's really family oriented and trust, and he's very kind, and he goes like above and beyond.
That's the Taurus moon though. He's loyal.
That's why I was like, he's patient and
so
loyal.
Patient with Feyre to come around.
I feel like I'm willing, because this one I was like, girl. I was like, I just knew he was Scorpio Gemini energy, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck else is in here. Like, that's all I can see. And that's why I was like trying not to just think about like what I think is sexy, you know? Yeah. So I could see the Taurus moon. I could see him like needing to be very balanced and patient, and like he's like, if I need to wait for Feyre for like 1,000 years, I will. So
so grounded. Like, even his decision to save his kingdom and essentially be a sex slave to Amarantha. Like, that
very
is
Taurus
giving
moon.
Taurus moon.
Okay, I agree with you. I just I couldn't put my finger, like, I was really struggling with it, and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking put something here. I need to put an answer. But that was the only one that I was like, oh, I don't know, man. What is this? Yeah,
because he always gives, like, he is emotionally centered, grounded.
Yeah. And that makes sense why he's hot. Like, the Scorpio hotness for, like, the, like, I want to fuck you hotness. And then the Taurus for, like, the you're very beautiful and hotness.
Loyal. He does have the loyalty and the patience aspect. But with the Gemini rising, I don't trust this man. I don't trust him.
I know. Gemini energy gets, like, such a bad fucking vibe.
I mean, I love Gemini risings. Don't get me wrong. It's just this character... It's the mind control thing that is what is unnerving me.
Sure, I could see that. Yeah. That's, like, unnerving for anyone.
Yeah.
No one wants their mind to be, like, entered and, like...
Yeah.
Okay, so Taurus moon.
Taurus moon.
No
doubt this man is a Taurus moon.
Thank you for helping me clarify, because I was like, he's something. He's fucking something in here, but my brain is not getting that. I could see him being Taurus moon for sure. Okay, so Nesta, the sister, I have Cap rising.
She's a Cap rising.
Okay. I'm glad
we're a Cap rising.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
If I ever seen one,
she is so like cutthroat and like black and white and matter of fact, and like also Cap, like, I feel like in the beginning when she's like, I cannot be bothered to do this work. Like, I feel like the Cap is like, what do I think is important work? And like, what do I think is not? Like, she's just like, that's not for me. I just won't be doing that. And Cap is also cardinal. Mm-hmm. So like, I felt like she had that like very, and they say she's very angular in her face and her structure. Like she's like, they say she's striking, like she would cut you, but in a beautiful way.
That was giving Cap rising.
And Capricorn rising people have that. They have like strong jaw lines, like angular features, but it's like pretty. It's like, like this like, like geometrical beauty in a sense. Yeah. So I definitely feel like she's Cap rising. And I feel like too, so like Capricorns, they get a bad rep for being unemotional, but like she really, so she has that piece, how she just feels like she cuts you and like doesn't give a shit about you, but she actually truly like really cares a lot.
Yeah, that's because Capricorn is on the same axis as Cancer.
Cancer, yes. And like she takes her mistakes to heart. Like she's like, I failed. Like I'm the reason that this, and that's like the Cap like only wants to succeed. Like that's their goal.
And look at what she does in A Court of Wings and Ruin.
Yeah, but like, again, you haven't read the last book, so.
But no, I'm just saying like that is like the highest ambition, like what she did.
Yeah, and she also has this like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go run into the fucking fire and just like, who cares? Like, I will do it. Like, she's already committed to the idea. She's gonna see it through. She doesn't need your input at all. She's self-sufficient. She knows what she's about. She doesn't want people telling her what to do, trying to understand it. She doesn't even want people pitying her. Like, she's like, no.
That's such a Cap rising thing.
So Cap rising.
And the other thing with Cap rising is that they exude this air of, I am not going to give you the respect, but you better fucking respect me.
Yes.
Like that.
The Saturnian is like, I was born under Saturn, so like sit down.
Yeah. Yes. That is Nesta's vibe.
For sure. 100%. Okay, what do you have for her sun?
Nesta is an Aries sun.
Okay, I had Aries, but I ended up putting Aquarius.
No.
Okay, hear me out though, because when she like gets her power, it's like they say like she's like an otherworldly power. Like she's like from something else. Like where does her gifts come from? She just pulled from like this like she's like this unfairy, unhuman element. And so I felt like Aquarius kind of captured that like vibe.
Yeah.
That like she's just like from some other system that we don't, she aligns with something else, some other type energy. And that's why I think she's very close with Amryn, because Amryn's from something fucking else, right?
I have Aquarius placements for her.
Me too. Yeah. And that's why I feel like they get each other and they vibe, because they have that like, and I also think that Nesta, like Aquarius also has this energy of like, if I don't like get it and I don't vibe with it, like why do I fucking need to do that? Like I don't need to fucking
it's a fixed sign.
Yeah, like I feel like she has that kind of like, she has the stubborn, she's like super stubborn of all the characters, right? Yeah. So I feel like the Cap and the Aquarius are like very, very, very stubborn. I'm not gonna budge on this. And so I feel like that's why I put her as Aquarius, because like how they say she looks like different and how her powers are different. And like she just doesn't see things the way that other people, like she's like, I don't care about that, like why are you telling me to care about this? And also is kind of like avoidant of feelings too, right? Like she doesn't like to like, don't fucking come with your pity like and your feelings, and no, I don't need any of that. Like I'm okay suffering over here because I've made my decisions.
Yeah, I could totally see why you put her as an Aquarius sun.
Because I felt like Aries rising, like you said, the sun exalts in Aries. Like everything in her life is a struggle. Like every part of the process is a fucking struggle. Like she doesn't get anything fucking easy. So I felt like having like strong Saturnian like made sense for her as opposed to like the ease of an Aries sun.
Yeah, I put her as an Aries sun because she just has traits that are very bossy, and I also feel like there is this undercurrent that she is meant to be a leader. Again, I haven't read the last book, but I do feel very strong like leadership qualities from her. And she's also the eldest, which is another reason why I put her as an Aries sun of like there's something that she's meant to step into
Mm-hmm.
that in a way feels like, at least in the books that I read, she's avoiding.
She does. She super avoids it. But I feel like that's Aquarius. They're like, let me avoid the plot. Like, let me just not do that.
Yeah.
Like, because I think what her gifts end up being and what she's supposed to do. Like, the reason why I put Feyre as, like, an Aries sun is, like, I felt like she was ruling and changing and leading, taking up that mantle. But I think Nesta's leadership is not, like, ruling and changing. It's about, just bringing it, just being about, it's like more personal. Like, she just needed to like step into that, and by her just doing it, it will like change. It is for the better of humanity, like how Aquarius kind of is the water bearer, like the change bearer, but not the change maker. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense
with like the headstrong, because Aquarius also has headstrong energy, and that's why I put her as an Aries sun. Because of this like headstrong, stubborn, like the way that she doesn't want to go to the winter solstice party and a court of frost and starlight, like and just like hyper independent is giving Aries. But I could also see why it could relate to
and also Aries energy. Like the Aries suns, they like to have a good time. They don't like to cause problems, and she doesn't. Like she like stops herself, like in the last book, she stops herself at every single point that she could have a good time.
But if
she
she's
like
a Cap
really
rising and an Aries sun, her Aries sun is in the 4th house, which is why
you're going like above and beyond with this, girl.
I like, because I feel like, I don't know, that's why I feel like there's this struggle piece there if you have a 4th house sun, because it's yeah.
But then if she was an Aqua sun, that would make her a 2nd house, right? 2nd house sun.
Yeah.
And I see that too, because she's like, I don't value this, so I won't fucking do it. Like,
that's so true.
Bye.
I could see that. Yeah. I'm not going to heavily debate you on this, because I could definitely see that. Where you're coming from in that.
The bossiness, though, I agree. I put her as Virgo moon.
I also have a Virgo moon.
That's the bossiness.
Yes.
Virgo is my mom is Virgo. Virgo is bossy as fuck. I'm a Virgo Mars. I'm bossy as fuck. Like,
yes. And I put her as that because she does all this studying with Amren and like going into the details and the nitty-gritty, and she reads into everybody's little things, and she remembers all of their fucking things. She takes yes. She, in the last book, she saves these like she cuts her partner, like she just like cuts him down, like anytime he tries to get closer, she's like, and then he's like, literally, why are you saying this just to cut me? How to do that. Virgo moon, ooh. And she also, I think the way that she also like takes on all of her mistakes, like Virgo moons tend to like overthink, and they're perfectionists, and so they're like constantly analyzing and suffering and struggling, and that's like a theme. I feel like they suffer for greatness, and she's just like, this is unforgivable what I did, like I fucked it up, like I don't even get greatness, I don't even ever get to have, like she just like punishes and punishes and punishes, like, and instead of just like fucking opening up and like letting it out and just like getting over it, like she like holds it in, and then she like takes it out on everyone else and like pokes holes at everyone else. Hypercritical. Yes, of everyone that's else. So Virgo moon. Yes. She's such a Virgo moon.
But yeah, I just felt like she wasn't fire energy to me, like, because even her power is like this like icy, like otherworldly, like you know.
Okay, I haven't gotten there yet, so maybe that's why I'm like, I don't know enough, and
it's like cold cutting, like that's her power.
That's what I feel from her. Yeah, she's very cold. But she's here for a bigger ambition to like step into something more.
Yes, but she keeps like saying like, I don't want to, so I won't.
And I also feel the Saturn piece of like the abuse of power, because to me, reading the first book, Nesta definitely was a triggering character to me, because she is very abusive to Feyre.
Literally, I didn't think she would be redeemable. I was like, this lady's a bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, she gives that. Yeah. Right? Yes. So it's like, okay.
Guess we're here.
Yeah.
And I feel like the other characters are like always like, does your sister have to be here, okay? Feyre? Like why is she shitting on our fucking plans to save the planet, dude? Like,
like literally, is she okay?
Yeah. And I feel like Virgo like has this quality of like making you feel like you're not good enough.
Yeah.
Like that they're better than
That's
you.
the hyperfixating, hypercritical, tearing things apart, picking at it. And she does that to herself internally, which we see in A Court of Frost and Starlight even more.
And in the last one, she's just like, struggle fucking bus. The answer is there, and she's like, let me run away.
And I think that's why it's like, for me, I can have some grace for her on her abusive qualities because she does turn that inwards.
She does punish herself. Like, you realize in the last book, like, she's like this because she's punishing herself.
And it probably also... And that's why I gave her an Aries sun, because I feel like she's healing a lot of generational stuff that Feyre didn't necessarily have to go through. Like, with whatever happened with the mom. Yeah.
I just feel like the argument of, like, the Aries sun being, like, the hero's journey, like, I just don't think, like, that's her journey. Yeah. Like, she is a hero, but, like, it's, like, different. It's not, like, straight hero's journey. Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, you might change when you read the last book.
And I'll be like, yeah, love, you're totally right. Totally right.
My Aries moon would love nothing more than to hear that I'm correct.
I'm not so tied to the fact that she's an Aries sun. Some of these placements, if you were going to tell me that Reese was not a Gemini rising, I would fight you. Yes. Like, and I think the ones where it matters, we're aligning. So I'm scared for the rest of them, but... I'm scared for the rest. The last two have been like a long time since I've seen them, so I'm just like, who are you? Okay, so Azriel, Virgo rising, Pisces rising, same axis.
Okay.
I gave him a Pisces rising because he feels very floaty to me. Like, he sort of like floats in, floats out. Yeah. Has this veil over him. There's a lot of mystery. We don't quite know a lot about him, really. We just get, like, bits and pieces. And another reason is because, like, this man, only a Pisces rising would be that delusional to pine after a woman who is, like, clearly fucking queer and, like, not into him for 500 years. 500
That's
years.
A good point. That's a good point. I feel like... his moon in my chart for him is what explains that. But okay, so I think he's Virgo rising because he's like a weapons expert. Like, he's like an assassin, and I think to be a good assassin in the way that he is known for, and he does like spying, intel gathering, like he does like the torturing to get information out of people. Like, that is very like suited for a Virgo rising, I feel, because he like knows what can get in and cut you. He like wants to learn all these things and is a master at all these things, and like pays attention to, like, he gets upset when he misses details. Like, he usually beats himself up and tells like Reese, like, I'm sorry, like, I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. And I feel like that's kind of like Virgoan, how he because the whole thing about pining after more, it's like he feels that he made a mistake and he has to just like stick it through. And I feel like that's kind of like Virgo, because I feel like there was parts of the books where I'm like, is he supposed to be with Elaine before we found out about like Lucien and all that? And I feel like she was trying to soften him and be like, she was like the Piscean, like trying to soften him and be like, it's okay. And he was
you think Moore's Piscean?
No, Elaine like has like Pisces energy.
Wait, what?
And then actually I do have Pisces for more, but and then she's delusional about her sex, like her sexuality. She's delusional. I'm sorry. Okay.
She's not delusional. She's in fucking shame, dude. That's different.
We'll talk about it when we get there.
No, okay. But I get what you're saying because I have Azriel as a Virgo sun.
Okay. I have him as Scorpio.
I have him as a Scorpio moon. That man is a Scorpio moon.
I have Scorpio moon. Okay. Also, I think he's double Scorpio. I think he has like a lot of Scorpio energy. That's why he's so mysterious and he doesn't reveal anything.
That's why I have him as a Pisces rising, because he gives that front. But I can see everything you're saying with the Virgo energy, which is why I gave him a Virgo sun.
Yeah. I did Scorpio sun just because he's shadows. He's like stealth and assassin and like detective. Like, that's all Scorpio
but
shit.
He's not, like, as stubborn, like, as, like, Reese's Scorpio sun. Like, he's not giving that Scorpio sun vibe to me.
He is still going after like this woman for hundreds of years. That's stubborn as fuck. That's the Pisces
rising, though.
But that could be the stubbornness of, like, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna find a way.
It's
like,
delusional.
I don't know. I think that Scorpio has this, like, tendency to be like, I'll wait for you forever until you figure it out. Like, that's that fixed energy for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this man has a Scorpio moon.
And I think
because he has so much depth to him that we haven't seen. And I can just feel it oozing from this character of pain.
Yes.
Like trauma.
Yes.
Deep feeling. And that's why he doesn't give, and that's why the Pisces rising, we don't see it.
Well, I think that's just the Scorpio moon. That's why when you're saying, like, he's still pining after this woman, I think that's very Scorpio moon, because a lot of Scorpio moons that I've met, they get stuck on, like, certain traumas or emotions or things, and they just, like, don't let themselves move past it, and they spend, like, all this time, like, looking at it from different angles, thinking about it, letting it make them angry, letting it make them sad. Like, they're just, like, in the depth of the emotions, and they don't know how to, like, pull themselves out and move forward. Like, they really... I've met people who are, like, for years, they're stuck in this one trauma that they do a bunch of work on, but anytime it comes to, like, making the breakthrough, they avoid it or they hide away from it. And I feel like he does that. He, like, runs away from, like, the like, emotional depth, but then he feels it all the time. And so it's
all internal.
Yeah.
Everything he's feeling.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't want to acknowledge, and, like, he only lets Reese know. Like, Reese is, like, the only one who he lets in and stuff like that, you know? Like, he doesn't even, like, let more in, even though he, like, sort of, I don't know, it's, like, weird. But that's why I felt like he was, like, super, super Scorpio. Like, at first I was like, is he a triple Scorpio? But then I was like, no, he would have more charisma if he was a Scorpio rising. Like, it would be more, like, sexy. And that's why I felt like the Virgo made him, like, the unsexy part. I don't know. Because Pisces is still magnetic and sexy in a lot of ways. It's, like, alluring. But, like, when people see him, they're like, I'm scared. You know? And I feel like
Virgo risings, they're said to be the prettiest rising sign.
But he's supposed to be really pretty. Like, everyone says that he's super, super pretty.
Yeah.
But then they're like, what do I do? Like,
that's why I gave him Pisces rising.
I mean, we're similar. We're
that's like the same axis.
He's definitely Virgo, Scorpio, something.
He has Virgo, he has Scorpio.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, I just felt like he's, like, double Scorpio just because he's, like, really, really that. Like, he's just like, I'm the shadows. Like, I will not be perceived. I will be over here. I will be over there. Like,
which to me is giving Pisces rising. The creating the illusion and not allowing other people into the depths for, like, fear of being hurt. I feel like this man just has a lot of trauma that we don't know yet.
Yes, he has a lot of trauma. A lot. And you don't find it out, at least in any of the books.
Okay, so we still don't even know. I mean, that's just my intuitive feeling about him.
Yeah, we don't know much of it. We know, like, little bits and bobs, but we don't know much. Like, we find out, I can't remember which book, but we find out, like, more about, like, his home life, but we never get to see it from his perspective. It's like someone else telling the story. Yeah, because we get a little glimpse with Reese. Yeah. But it's not really hardly anything. I think you do find out in the last, but I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not, like, sure, because it's been a minute, and they're all, like, I read them all back to back, so it's, like, all one in my brain. But okay, I don't know about the Pisces. I think that he's delusional, but he's aware that he's delusional. And I think that Pisces placements aren't aware that they're being delusional. That's why I think the Scorpio can, like, you can be like, let me just slip into this delusion. And it's like, or sometimes Virgo, it's like, my way is correct. And they, like, won't change their thinking. The Virgo is the hyperfixating. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I didn't put him as Pisces, because I feel like he is emotional, but not like that. Yeah. I just feel like I don't quite know who he is, and that mystery vibe is why I was like, he's giving Pisces rising. Maybe in the last book you do learn, I can't remember, but you learn some stuff about his upbringing and, like, why him and Reese are really close, and like how he was treated and stuff like that, because his like lineage is not pure enough or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Little soft spot for Asriel. I feel like he's just so like, there's just so much depth to him.
There is.
That isn't.
But at this point, I'm just like exhausted. I'm like, just fucking reveal yourself. Like, I don't want to keep like playing this little puzzle piece to figure out who you are. If you don't want to share with me, don't share with me. I'm not gonna keep fucking.
But that's like such a Virgo sun trait to be like.
Yeah, keep going, keep fighting for me. My mom is a Virgo sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm exhausted. I'm like, I spend my life doing this. I don't want to.
And then like the Scorpio moon's like, let me just handle it all by myself and go inward and not show anyone that I'm fucking crumbling to death. Well, see, that's the thing is like the unhealed Scorpio moons that I've met in person, they make it everyone's fucking business. Oh no, I feel like a lot of Scorpio risings, they don't want to tell people. They want to just feel everything internally and not.
Like, I've just had a lot of Scorpio moon people be like, I'm going through all this stuff, like, all the fucking time. Like, it's so intense. Like, I can't move through this. And I'm like, the answer is right. It's so obvious right here. And they're like, no, it must be something else. There's another layer to this. And I'm like, it's not. It's not. Yeah. Like, no, I'm sorry. I have a lot of trauma. There's someone that I worked with that was like a facilitator with a Scorpio moon, and they ended up making their students or their clients in the thing that they're facilitating for, like, hold space for them.
But that's definitely the unhealed aspect of Scorpio, because there's so much feeling there.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm struggling with this. I can't even like think about anything else.
And I think Scorpio energy, if they feel like they can trust people, then they are more willing to share the emotions. But oftentimes Scorpio energy is more of like, let me put up a veil, like of mystery.
And I think Scorpio moons, they're like, they feel like deep down they can't trust anyone. Like when they're unhealed like that. Yeah. Okay. I think mostly we're in agreement. Okay, so, we're professional yappers. That's why we have a podcast. Yes. So sometimes that means that the episode goes on for like over 2 hours.
So, a lot of times it means that. So
even the Alexa agrees. So we decided to cut this episode into 2 halves, pausing it here, and we'll pick up right where we left off next week.
So come back and listen to the rest of the episode next week. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Celestial Tea Podcast.
If you enjoyed our hot takes and breakdowns, please leave us a 5-star review wherever you stream, share with your friends and fam, and follow us on all the socials.
Let us know if there is a pop culture icon or a phenomenon that you want us to look at next. Tune in next week for another piping hot cup of celestial tea. Cute.